Dice. Rolls. Dragons. Trolls.
Adventurous. I have one question.
Go for it.
Is this thing on?
It's on.
Oh.
It's been on.
For how long?
About 47 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah. As a side note, welcome everybody to another
episode
of
Dad
Adventurous. Yep, we're back again. We weren't gone that long, but we're back again for another thrilling episode, continuing the tale of Kea's ascent to a rescue.
Both literally and metaphorically.
Is it metaphorically at all?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I've been ascending in like levels.
Ah, okay, there you go.
And then, but I'm also setting up a city tower hall.
Okay.
Or city hall tower.
I'll take it. Metaphorical, literal, figurative, everything.
Figurative, it's not a word.
All right. We find ourselves deep in the catacombs.
/ near the stairs.
Near the stairwell. The grates behind you close with a thud. The people you saved, safe for now, but the city, a dangerous place. And only 2 good-hearted, tough detectives could possibly save this city from itself. Flibbit finishes saying it, and he goes, "What do you think?"
That was great. That was great.
I'm Frank, Detective Bloodhound, and you're Clem.
And I'm Clem, also Detective Bloodhound.
We're 2 rugged detectives, and we're gonna sneak our way through, aren't we?
No, we're not sneaking. Remember, we're on official business.
All right, we're on official squick business. All right, hey, real quick, I just want to say, good work somehow making it through this far.
Yes,
it's been
thank
great.
you.
All right.
I need to work on my story things, but it seems like Scrick was actually acting mayor, so.
He was, yeah, that's true. Okay, well, after you, Clem.
No, you go first. After all, I'm the newbie.
Oh, that's true. My hat has slightly more points. Wait, real quick. How do we want to deal with the patrol guard people coming? Are we just going to walk past them again? Because in theory, and this is just a theory, then they get to the prison, they're going to figure out that their people are gone.
Yes, but they might ask. But then the armorer might say,
"That's true.
That the prisoners have been interrogated and they'll be back soon."
That's true. Okay, well, I guess we'll just have to see what happens.
Yep. And
off
I give
we
a
go.
Big thumbs up.
And I go, "All right, Clem, let's get to work."
Yes, sir.
And Flibbit floats along back towards the 4-way hallway where there were patrolling guards and an armorer. The armorer is in the room straight ahead of you guys, looking your way, shaking his head, going back to his book.
He goes back to his book?
Mm-hmm.
He goes back to
he's down the hallway like a ways away, but he's looking. Click, clack, click, clack, click, clack, click, clack of the boots as the patrol makes its way back into the center room. Where we just left, you just freed the prisoners. Myrtle and the crew headed towards Maud, out of their jail cell. You're right in the mix of it. These guys come your way. What are you doing?
Well, are they coming this way?
No, they're going to continue their patrol.
Oh.
But they're going to head towards the prison door. You are approaching the 4-way hallway. Do you want to be casual again? You going to talk to them? You going to wait till they pass? What is your plan?
I think I'm going to wait till they pass again.
Okay.
But I'm going to kind of like...
We're going to do another insight check from me.
For the 5-point...
From the 5-point leader. That's a 10.
Do I roll?
Why don't you roll a deception check?
Oh, no.
Again.
14.
Classic. And he once again gives you a look.
I give him a nod.
This time he gives Flibbit a harder look. He looks.
He's just a floating cloak with a hat.
And then Flibbit bows his head as well. And the guy bows his 5-pointed hat. And they pass along. You know that in this moment, you have anywhere between a minute or two before they might notice something's wrong.
I'm going to take a left
Okay.
into the guards corridor.
Okay. And there's a guard sitting there on a stool once more, the one that you stole the keys from.
Mm-hmm.
He is sitting there. He sees you approach. You woke him up previously.
I'll say, hey, our official detectiving was complete. Turns out that the craisins were just a rumor, and everything has been taken care of.
And he looks at you for a long time, and then he looks at Frank.
Frank.
And he goes, So there was no craisins after all? And Frank goes, No, but doesn't mean I'm not keeping my eyes on you. And Flibbit puts another eye out of the cloak. So 2 eyes, one on top of each other.
Isn't that like, wouldn't that be like really suspicious if
Maybe,
a floating cloak just had eyes appearing out of nowhere?
I think it's just creepy. And the guy's like, okay, whatever. Just leave me alone. And Frank's like, oh, I'll leave you alone when I leave. But we're watching. I was watching.
I give him the 2-finger eye and glare at him.
And then Flibbit goes over and pulls the lever once more, and the gate opens up.
I think I want to keep his keys.
Okay, you keep his keys.
I debated putting them back.
Yeah, you want to make a perception check for me real quick?
Yeah.
As you're thinking about the keys.
8.
Cool. Yep. You see a hallway with stairs going up, and the lever on the inside, he reaches up after you guys and closes it behind you.
I start walking up the steps.
Okay.
Do. Calmly, casually. And how tall was the staircase? Like, how far do I go?
You start walking up these stone steps, up. Probably you go around a spiral style level, and then eventually you come to a doorway. Another wood door with grates on the door frame.
Okay.
It was probably like 2 floors worth of stairs.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think at the top of this, I peek through.
Okay.
The grate.
You go up, you peek through, and as you look through, there's a very nice looking like entryway, foyer, like you can see 2 big giant doors in the entrance point of this building. And there's like big polished stone floors, and you see guards walking around with scrapers.
Is there any
and
guards in front of this door that I can tell?
There are not.
Okay.
And there appear to just be people, too, walking about. Not only bloodhounds. This is supposed to be like City Hall. So there are guards and scrapers, but there's also just people freely walking through. The doors are wide open.
Okay.
This lowest level seems to be public building somewhat.
Okay. I think I'm going to backpedal down the stairs and pull Flibbit with me and say,
Okay.
Okay.
What's up?
What should our business up here be?
Well, I mean, this seems like...
I've just improvised things so far, but I feel like we should have a story before we go
what do we
up.
need to do? What do we try to do?
Well, we need to go up and find Gunther and get him out.
And he's at the top, we
He's
think?
up.
Well, what if we...
I feel like we need better hats. Because, like, I feel like a newbie... I feel like a newbie wouldn't be given...
Well, maybe there's like a directory or something, and we could go
perhaps.
figure out if there's
Yes.
like more hats.
Yes.
Like a haberdashery
Yes.
in the building.
Yes.
Okay.
That's perfect. And then we can, like, steal hats, be higher up in the ranks now. And that way we might be able to get access to high-level prisoners, a.k.a. Gunther.
Love it. All right, well, let's go.
Let's go. And I forward pedal, I guess, back up the stairs.
Yep.
And to the door. Is the door, like, unlocked? Does it have,
does
like...
seem to be unlocked.
I turn the handle.
Okay, you open it up with a loud... You open it, and you guys step out. There are 2 guards that you just couldn't see, but they were flanking on the sides of the door. As you come through, they both look at you, and they give you the nod.
I
but
nod.
They don't think much of it. Flibbit closes the door behind you guys. And
Wait, does he... How... like.
He's just reaching a tentacle out and like doing stuff underneath the cloak.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, is like still like a floating cloak. I mean, can you see his tentacles?
No, like he's wrapped it around himself like Batman style. So
Batman style. Okay.
So the only thing peeking through is one eyeball.
And occasionally 2 eyeballs when
and
he
a
wants.
tentacle, and reaches out, grabs the door handle, and gives it a close. Flibbit looks at both the guards and he goes, "Gentlemen," and nods his hat.
I tip my hat
All right, and they just stay there.
and walk on, I guess.
Okay, make a perception check for me. Nope.
19.
Okay. You see over to the main entrance, there's a big, tall pedestal-style sign. Then there's a couple people reading it right now. You're getting the vibe of maybe this is like some sort of directory of some kind.
I just imagine this is like an old mall with the directories, with the sign directories.
Yeah, very similar to that, for sure.
I'm sorry. Okay, I think I go up and walk along, and I think I kind of like peek over the heads of people I guess peek under the heads of people because I'm short, and try and see.
Yeah, you're able to read it. So on the directory, you see a couple things. First of all, you don't see any reference to the subfloor that you just came from. There is no reference to what is below floor 1.
I guess if it's not public. Then.
Exactly. Floor 1, you see that it says City Hall and like main entrance, right? And then as you came in, you noticed that this was about a 4-story building.
Yeah.
4-story tower. Not huge, but
pretty tall.
Pretty tall for what you've ever seen.
Yeah.
Other than like the scrape. And so on the first floor, it says barracks.
Well, first floor is barracks plus City Hall. And
Sorry, let me rephrase. It's a 5-story building. You're on like ground floor.
Oh.
And then the first story up is barracks. So that'd be the first floor. Or the second floor, I guess. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're on floor 1, reset. Floor 2, barracks. Floor 3, cafeteria. Floor 4, offices. Floor 5, big old Z. Little cross in it.
Wait, what?
The letter Z.
Well, yeah, but...
Like just a big lettered, stylized letter Z.
Oh. Yeah, you said that it had like cross in it, and this like, is that a line?
Yeah,
is
like the Z with the line through it.
Oh, okay.
That's the same kind of Z you've been seeing on the flags.
Oh, I thought it was just like a Z.
Well, it's like fancy. It's
a fancy Z. Oh, a fancy Z.
Fancy Z.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And that is what you see for floor 5.
Is there any like icons? Is there any like maps of like how it like what things are in here? Or is it just?
It's just floor level things.
I'm surprised there's this many people looking at it.
One of the people goes, "How do we get up to the cafeteria?" And there's a little helper there going, "Well, they don't serve lunch until noon, so, we can go check it out, but there's not much there."
Funny. Okay. I think... Wait. Oh, no. Did I notice any hats in the armory?
In the armory? Yeah, you did, but they were behind the grating, so...
Wait, you didn't tell me there were hats?
The whole hat thing came about very specifically.
Okay,
I haven't fleshed out the hat hierarchy that much.
I mean, okay. I really don't want to go back down there, because then he'll question me. So,
I'll say this. Big room, marbly floor, this directory here. As you're done looking at it and looking around, you see that there's this big entrance here behind you now. As you're looking past the sign and forward, there is a big double door opening to a huge town hall room.
Oh.
A lot of forward-facing chairs and a stage. Obviously, there's City Hall-based things here. There's a lot of bloodhound iconography coming through. You see like a sign over by the town hall thing that says sentencing of crimes today at 4 p.m. Like it's very like
it's like an event.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. It's a little bit more just aggressive than anything you've seen so far.
Sentencing of crimes at 4 p.m.
Yeah,
does that happen every day?
Yeah, and it says daily next to it. And then after that it says weapon sharpening class 5 p.m. It's just all stuff. It's very like aggressive stuff. And there's a sign over pointing towards a stairwell in the back side. You're getting very past worldy kind of vibes from this place. It's very put together. It's very much like stone floors and banisters, and it's in pretty good shape all in all. It's held together pretty nicely.
I think I would walk towards the stairwell.
Okay. You walk towards the stairwell.
I lean over to Frank and say, I have a plan.
Understood. And he makes his way over to the stairs with you. You start climbing.
Is there any, blockage? Is
Nope.
there any, okay.
Not for these stairwells. You know that the floor 2 was the... You're being very creepy.
Yeah, I know it's the barracks.
Okay, so you come around the corner into floor 2, and you see that the stairwell continues, but there's a sign over a door that does say barracks. It says staff only.
Staff only.
Yeah, and the stair keeps making its way up. And there's signs kind of blocking your way a little bit that say, cafeteria up 1 more floor. It's very clear that, people can come here and eat. But the barracks is...
Staff only.
The door's closed, and it has a staff only sign, but that's what you see.
I lean over to Flibbit and say, we're staff.
I guess we are.
And I place a hand on the doorknob.
Okay.
Open it. Unless it's locked.
It is not locked. It opens up, and inside, as you open it up, are about 30 bloodhounds.
That's more than I expected.
Flibbit goes, and all of them look over your direction, and you give them a smile, and they all nod their heads and go back to playing cards, eating snacks, hanging out in their bunks, opening up their chests of past world tech, putting stuff in and out, getting changed, moving about. There's a lot of hustle and bustle in here, but there's about 30 bloodhounds.
Do all of the beds occupied or currently belong to someone?
No, there's beds for probably about 60 bloodhounds.
Oh.
But there's only about 30 in here. And many of the beds have chests at the foot of them. And some of them are made, some of them are not made. Some have clothes piled on them. Some have snacks in them.
I honestly expected 6 to 10. This is a lot.
Yep. Why don't you go ahead and make a perception check since I know what you're looking for?
19.
19. You scan the room. They're not really paying attention to you. You're looking like a person. You do see a rack at the back of the room that is just a whole wall full of hats. And the rank is above the hat. And then there's going down a couple different hats with nameplates next to them. As you see, the highest one in this room goes up to a 4-point hat. It starts at 8. So there's some circulars, and then 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. And there's 1 4-pointed hat on the wall, couple 5s, couple 6s, couple 7s, bunch of 8s, bunch of circles.
Is there room for 60 hats on there?
Yep.
Wow, that's a lot of hats. Do all of the hat places, what do I call them? Pegs seem to be occupied?
Nope, there's about 30 hats in here. You're just standing at the door still?
I think I walk forward.
Okay.
And I go up.
Just kind of walk casually. Tipping your head back and forth.
Yep.
Going, I'm a bloodhound.
And I think... God, I think I'm going to try and... You said none of them are really, paying attention to me?
Nope, I just rolled another check, and I got a 2. So they are very much still not paying attention to you.
Okay. I think I'm going to take a gander at a 5 hat.
A 5-pointed hat. There are 3 5-pointed hats on the wall. They have little nameplates above them.
Okay.
And with the bloodhound rank, one is all black with a red circular band around the top part of the hat.
Wait, how does... I just want to know, how does a 5-pointed hat work in your mind? Like, what does it look like?
Like a pentagon with a hat top. Like a pentagon brim with a hat top.
Okay.
I don't know. It's very stupid.
No. That's great. That's great.
Yeah, there's one that's black and red, one that is red with a Bloodhound logo sewn into the top, and one that is just all red.
I think I'm gonna... What color is my bowler hat?
Black.
I think I'm going to do some sleight of hand.
Try to do a little hat swap.
I'm going to try and do a little hat swap.
All right.
And I'm going to try and take the black 5-pointed hat and swap it with my black bowler hat.
All right. Go ahead and make a sleight of hand. I roll a perception.
8.
Well, what's your total?
8.
Okay. Well, with the 2 that I got for perception,
you keep rolling.
we're going to say that passively some people notice kind of what you're doing.
Like I take a hat off the
Like
wall.
you take a hat off the wall, but actively no one's really paying attention that many people, like there's probably a guy over by the lower ranking thing taking a hat off the wall at the same time.
Oh, okay.
With how terrible I'm rolling, this seems to work fine. And you are now holding a 5-pointed black and red hat.
I think I hand it to Flibbit. And I say, hide this under your cloak.
Okay, Flibbit goes, yep, all right, and sloop, and sticks it under his cloak.
I mean, if it can hide him, it can probably hide a hat.
It's fine. Well, and it was a big old cloak. So,
yeah.
Yep.
And I walk back out. I maybe wave to some of my,
You're going to wave? All right, I'm doing one more roll here. Dude, why? Why?
I'm sorry.
I want to
can't
catch
roll
you.
checks.
I got a nat 1. You wave, and one of the guys goes, "Oh, hey, how was bowling last night,
That was
Miranda?" I just totally think you're somebody else.
It was great. I loved it.
You're great at bowling.
Oh, thank you.
'Kay.
Really?
Bye. I can never catch you. All right, you make your way out.
I'm exceedingly lucky.
Yep.
I make my way out.
You close the door behind you. You're back in the hallway. Flibbit goes, "Oh, whoa."
Wait, hang on. I go halfway up the staircase.
Okay.
And I say, now we're allowed to breathe.
Okay. And he pulls out the 5-point hat. He goes, "That was way easier than it should have been."
That was. I really expected only like 5 or 6 bloodhounds in there. Wow.
Yeah, me too. That was crazy. All right, are you wearing it or am I wearing it?
Well, I think you should wear it.
Okay. And then you're going to wear the fedora?
I'll wear the fedora.
Okay. Are you sure?
Yeah. And I quickly cut.
Cut new hole. Well, no, you won't need to because he cut eye stalks.
Oh, right.
In it. So we'll say it works. And he cuts new eye stalks in the 5-pointed hat, puts it on top of his head.
Wait, I thought.
Wait, no.
No. He had it. He had his eyes coming out of his cloak.
You are correct. Also, he goes to put it on, and I forgot that he used some of his stench spray to adhesive the fedora on. He's like, "I'm not gonna be able to get mine off. You better take the 5-pointer."
Oh, okay. And I take it and I
do the same thing.
Yeah.
Cut some holes, stick the 5-point on the head, and he goes, "All right, Clem, it's up to you now." And he salutes you with one tentacle coming out of his little overcoat. He says, "You're the leader now."
Thank you.
The 5-point leader.
I walk up. I say, "Come on, Frank.
All right,
let's get to work."
Okay, you guys start moving your way up, and you quickly find yourselves at a very bustling, very loud, very smelling, delicious cafeteria.
I thought they didn't serve lunch until noon.
Well, it smells good, but it's not served yet. It's still morning time. Breakfast, we'll say, is for the guards only. And so there's a couple guards in here finishing up a breakfast, and you notice there's a buffet line. Less food on the table, but there's still some people eating in here in the cafeteria.
I think it's fine to not go in here.
Okay.
That's fine. And I saunter up. And I think even if somebody noticed, I'd probably be like, I've already had breakfast. breakfast.
Okay, you go to turn, and you notice a rope covering the stairwell with a sign that says staff only, and a little upper sign that says offices next floor.
I undo the rope.
Okay.
Tie it behind me.
And you make your way through.
I'm definitely staff.
Okay.
I'm definitely staff.
Okay. You
Wait,
make your way
a quick
through.
little.
Just a little roll. Don't worry about it. You make your way up
I worry about all the rules
to
that you make.
the next floor. And you're starting to get up there. This floor, as you get up there, there's windows. And you're starting to see out over Scarlet Hill. You can see some of the beautiful red flowers, the bustling city. And you're looking off in that direction. As you get up here and come up to the window, a very subtle but noticeable bloop in your pocket. And you feel the phone vibrate.
Am I at the offices yet?
No, you're halfway up the...
Okay, I'm going to take it out, and I look at it, and I look around, and I look at it, and you decided there was a slide phone?
Mm-hmm.
And slide it open.
You slide it open, and inside is a little text message. It's from Beryl, and it just says, Kea found Harwick 2 days out.
Okay.
Might make him come faster. And then no sign of Czar.
I quickly type back. Sounds good. Faster? And with a question mark.
Nice. Are you asking?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You get a response back that just says, have blimp, will travel.
Hashtag have blimp will travel.
Yeah.
I say, good. Make it back safe.
And you get a thumbs up emoji.
I give her a thumbs up emoji back.
Because there's emojis on this thing.
Is there emojis on the
Sure,
flip
why not?
phone? That would be so many buttons.
And you put the phone away, and you find yourselves looking up the stairwell to the next floor where there are offices. Next floor opens up. Big kind of low ceiling, but just open area, and a bunch of offices dotting along. The stairwell on this part ends. This is the top floor of this part. You look down the length of the offices, nice marble floor, and at the far end of this hallway of offices is this another stairwell going up.
This is giving me reminders of the scrape where the planning was like weirdly incomplete.
It was a callback. I was about to say, you get the feeling that this was kind of designed by the same guy that designed your scrape. And you're starting to get very familiar design things.
I'm like...
Almost like you've been in something like this before. Bum, bum, bum. It's not. It's just coincidental. It's not exciting.
Oh, okay.
It was just a callback to episode 1.
Yeah, I was definitely like...
But what you will notice is a long hallway, and at the very end is stairs going up to a kind of like a half floor up, but a very big metal door. Some might say slightly over 10 feet tall. Metal door.
Slightly over 10 feet tall. Slightly. Because we decided Zara was exactly 10 feet tall.
Oh, we did.
Not even an inch over.
What are you doing?
Are the office doors closed?
Some are closed,
or
some
are they
are
like
open.
little cubicles? Are they?
No, they're like office doors.
Okay.
Some are closed, some are open. Yeah, it's very similar to the offices style that you had once upon a time. And there is windows peeking out over the city. And yeah, you're just getting very big like scrape vibes.
No giant holes in the wall, though, right?
Nope, this one's very well put together.
Okay. Are there any guards visible at the end?
Not visible, no.
I think go walk along.
Okay. You start making your way along. Can you make just sort of an ambient stealth or persuasion check?
My stealth is way better.
Okay.
25.
God, I even rolled good. I rolled like a 12 plus some numbers, and I'm like, man, so you belong here as far as these people are concerned. Pretty soon, you see somebody come out of their office. They are wearing Bloodhound stuff. They have a little bunch of papers in their hands. They look up, they give you the nod, they leave. Everything's very, like, put together here. But as you are moving along, can you please make a perception check for me?
21.
Nice.
I keep rolling, like,
you get about
ridiculously
halfway
good.
along and you do see a office on your right that is open right now that just looks bigger. It looks like it houses quite a few people.
Oh.
And it just says acquisitions department. And there's a lot of talking going on in there.
Is it closed?
No, it's open.
I peeking.
Okay, you peek in. Make a perception check unless you're just like going in.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm peeking.
Yeah.
14.
Okay. You see a room full of people, and there is a map, a giant map of Elsewhere on the wall. You see the colossal cliffs at the bottom where Map's Edge is. You see Briarport. You see Wander Wharf. You see all these things, right?
Yeah.
And you see a bunch of people talking about stuff, and they have certain towns with like red marked out. And then a list next to them, and red marked out, and then a list next to them. And there's like Past World Acquisitions Department is what it says in here. And there's a lot of activity, and there's a lot of people like cataloging things, writing down. You see like drawings of items and descriptions and what they do.
Strangely put together
It's
for what I expected.
extremely well put together.
Like, I kind of expected Czar to just be like, I'm good at, like, knowing, like, finding out which people had the biggest past world hordes and then sending out people.
Yeah.
But this is, like, way more official than I expected.
It's very, very put together.
Wow. I look in and I, like, inwardly narrow my eyes. Like, I don't outwardly.
Outwardly, you widen your eyes. No, I'm just kidding. Okay.
Inwardly.
And you...
I step back and keep walking down the hallway.
Okay. You start walking down the hallway. Can you make one more little stealthy check for me?
Oh, no! A 7.
A natural 7?
No, a natural 1. Oh, no. What'd you get?
A natural 1.
What's your plus?
A 3.
Oh, no. I'm really sorry that you haven't been able to catch me yet.
Oh my
You just
God.
roll bad as a DM.
I do. Okay, well.
You can hit me.
A guy comes out of the offices. He walks over to you and he goes, "Hey, what?" And he looks up at your hat and he goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, sir. Sorry, ma'am. I'll leave you alone forever now," and runs away.
I'd just like turn to Flibbit, say, that worked better than
That
I
was very
thought."
effective. Yeah, no, we should make sure to have everybody look at your hat.
Yeah.
And the person runs downstairs and outside, and you never see them again. I got a worse nat one than you did. I will say that they noticed you, though, because you stumbled
Okay.
as you were walking along and made a big noise, and they came out to, like, berate you, but then saw your rank and the double nat one failure.
The double net one. I failed, and then the other guy failed. Wait, what happens if you meet 2 failures?
I made it up just now. You make your way over to this big metal door with a Z carved, the fancy Z carved.
Do I go up the staircase?
You go up the staircase, but like it's only like a half stairwell,
Oh.
and then you see this door, and there's just a big old door that very much looks like it belongs to Tsar Bloodhoof.
Do I see any, like, locks, any handles, or is it...
You see a handle, but no locks.
I look behind me.
Make a perception check.
Non-natural 20.
No one's there. Moment seems correct.
I grab the handle
You grab the handle.
and tug it.
And you tug it, and you realize it's a push. Sorry, I just had to do that. Okay, you open the
I
door.
push it. Wow. That's just great, actually. It was perfectly timed.
So, yeah, it goes, and you think it's locked for a second, and then you realize you can just push it open. Okay, as you push it open, it's slowly going to close behind you. It's this big, heavy door, right?
Yeah.
It's not that noisy.
Flibbit got in, right?
Flibbit's in there, yeah. You notice a long hallway on the other side of this. I don't know, maybe about 60 feet long. And on the far side, you see an arched doorway with a room beyond.
I drop down.
Everything is also about 11 feet tall in here.
Wow.
Yep,
He, like, specially made this to his
sure did.
exactly 10 feet tall height.
he did.
Also, 11 feet tall is, like, a really tall ceiling.
Mhm.
I think I, like, drop down. Maybe not on all fours. Maybe on all fours. I don't know. I slink. I slink because I'm a cat.
Okay.
Cats slink. And so and I'm going to try and stealth my way forward.
Okay.
Down.
Make
Actually, active perception check.
Go ahead.
Natural 1 for a 6.
Okay.
So, I just wanted to look. Is this hallway? Is it bare?
No.
Lit?
That's
Is
fair.
it,
I'll give you that even with a bad perception check. The whole thing is lined with the banners of Tsar Bloodhoof. They seem to be different stages of the banner. Over the years,
like his little
every
trophies.
year
Oh, wow.
thing, the banner changes slightly as it works its way down. The ceiling is curved, and the floor down the middle, that polished marble flooring, but with a red carpet going all the way down.
I gently put a hand on the red carpet.
It's carpet. It's very comfortable.
Oh, okay.
Some of the more comfortable carpet you felt.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm Zara lived in luxury. This is a really good carpet. I slink on all fours down the carpet. And if it's a carpet, that, it's not your claws are clicking on the marble. It's a gushy
Can
thing.
you please make for me 2 checks?
2 stealth?
1 stealth, 1 perception check.
Stealth. Woo! 23.
Okay. You are soft as a feather on this carpet. Nothing's hearing you. It's perfectly done.
Yay. Almost like a third person is writing this.
Perception, please.
Perception. Really bad. A 9.
Okay. Yeah. You go forward and you start slinking along. You're so silent. You're feeling so good about everything. Man, how easy it's been to get up here. How little obstacles you've had to deal with. And you're just feeling great about yourself. And then your foot sinks slightly. And you hear
I knew that would
click.
happen.
And I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, a
as you have
dexterity saving throw.
as you have triggered a pressure plate.
I knew that would happen. That's why I was asking about the...
But didn't roll high enough.
That's really bad. An 11?
No. You take 8 damage as a very similar to your spoon sword, a ball with a sharp energy thing shoots out from the walls behind one of the tapestries, and now you notice there's little holes in it. And it goes as you take force damage and get hit by these little thingies. Flibbit goes, oh, okay, I think it's time for me to throw up a spell.
Maybe. Ow.
Okay, and he's gonna reach forward and he's gonna cast Cure Wounds on you, just first level.
Cure Wounds is still pretty good.
That would be 12.
Ooh.
12 health.
Thank you, Flibbit.
Yeah, no problem. Let's be careful on the carpet from here on out.
Is there tile on the side?
Mm-hmm. There is.
Safer to go on the tile? I ask Flibbit.
I don't know. We should just let's look closely here again and see
Yes.
if we can figure it out.
Let's look closely.
Well, I'll add him to your perception check.
Perception or investigation?
Or investigation, because now you know what you're looking for. You're looking for traps and pressure plates.
Yeah, 11.
Okay, well, Flibbit got a 19. And he does go.
Oh, wait. I
What?
see another one.
Where?
About 10 feet up. We got to stay on the left side of the carpet.
Okay, I moved to the left side
Okay,
of the carpet.
and you guys
slink
make your way
along.
down, slink along. You pass by this area. You get to the end, and there is this door here with another little Z on it. This one's metal as well. Seems to be heading into a new area.
I look up at it,
Okay.
and I stand up, and I put my little cat ear next to it
Okay.
and try and see.
Yeah, make
Do
a
I hear anything?
make a disadvantaged perception check
Because it's through a door.
because it's through a door, a metal door.
Almost exactly the same roll. Wow, a 19.
A 19. Okay.
I rolled a 15 and a 14.
You hear some rustling on the other side. You hear kind of like a noise, and then you hear some clattering a little bit, and some rustling again, but no voices.
I put my hand on the door.
Okay. As you put your hand on the door, can you please make a dexterity saving throw?
Yep, I was kind of checking for that. Dexterity saving throw.
Uh-huh.
For A 23.
A 23. You are able to flip backwards, dodge out of the way as the door, like a section of the door, like flips over. There's a little coil system, and it charges up with electricity, and then the whole metal door goes. But you were able to dodge back and get out of the way.
I was definitely like, this totally has an electric trap on it.
Yep.
It's metal.
And Flibbit goes, whoa, okay. We got to figure out how to get there.
AKA, listeners, I read too many books.
That's true.
I go up to it again.
Mhm.
Did the coil disappear?
His coil disappeared after it shocked.
How should we deal with this, Flibbit?
I don't know. Let's check out this door with an investigation check.
With another investigation check.
Not Flibbit.
10.
10. You do notice that there seems to be a reaction. Like, you can test it now. You put your hand on it. The door feels cool to the touch, and then it warms up really quickly before the coil comes out, spins up, and shocks. There is a handle on the door.
Yeah. Is it
It
also
takes
made
a
of metal?
second. Yes, but it takes a second for the shock to happen.
I say, I've got an idea.
Okay.
We, stand back.
He floats back.
Float back or whatever. I wiggle my fingers, crack
Okay.
my knuckles, pop my neck, straighten the hat, and grab the handle, try and quickly turn it and yank the door open, and then step back.
Okay, I would like for you to make your choice a sleight of hand or like an acrobatics check.
Do acrobatics?
Yep.
I roll stupidly good. 25. I rolled a
Naturally,
19.
you grab the handle, you squeeze it, you throw the door open. Right as you release it from your hand and slide it open, it goes and shocks, and it starts to close quickly on you. It doesn't stay open for long, and as it is open, it's continuing to shock. Are you jumping through?
Yes.
Okay, I want you to jump through. Can you make a dexterity saving throw one more time? Flibbit's going to follow you.
Whoa.
21.
Jeez Louise. Flibbit
I
with
have
an
a plus
18,
6.
too. You guys slip through, jump into the room. You clatter into a desk that's in there kind of on the
Good.
front end. You come to a halt. You kind of look up in this room here, and there's like weapons on the wall, and then you kind of stand up a little bit, and you start scanning the room around to your right, and there is just shelves of past world tech.
Knew it.
So much. And then there's a little work table, and then shelves of past world tech. And as you scan your head around, the very last thing you notice as you look over to the right side of the room, sitting at a little table and chair with a little cup of tea and cookies in front of him, is Gunther. And he goes,
Oh, hey, Kea. Didn't expect to see you here.
I expected to see you here. And wait a minute before you say anything. I whip out my map
okay.
and take out my pencil and then extra circle Scarlet Hill.
Gunther looks at you and he goes,
Well, I'm glad to see you, but I guess we have a lot to talk about.
Yes. Why do you have cookies?
and at about that time that you say, why do you have cookies? You hear outside this, and you hear Gunther go,
That's not good.
Uh-oh.
and you all rush to the window, and you look outside. There's a big, beautiful window looking out over the Iron Market and the town square, and you look into town, and bounding into town.
Wait, I have a question. Is he still double piggyback?
Yes, I was about to say it.
Yeah!
Bounding into town on the back of a two-legged giant scraper with the tiefling lieutenant on his back is Czar Bloodhoof. He skids to a stop. He jumps off the scraper, puts the tiefling on the ground, and his eyes turn up and look at the tower. And he squints his eyes and glares.
Can he see that far?
And then he starts running towards the tower.
Wait, can he see that far?
We'll find out next week.
It's across an entire
We'll
city 5 stories
find
up.
out next week on
On
The Adventurous,
Adventurous.
where you're going to have to deal with big old Czar, and maybe a little bit of figuring out what's going on with Gunther.
I know early on in the show, there was a review that a person put out that said that they didn't trust Gunther. Person, you may be right.
Maybe. Or maybe you're jumping to conclusions.
Or maybe Gunther has more cookies.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know. We'll find out next time
On
The Adventurous.
Adventurous.
Thank you all for listening.
To our nonsense.
We're closing in on it here.
I know. This is like
I'm thinking we're getting within the last 10 episodes of the season.
10 episodes?
Yeah.
There's 10 episodes left.
Well, I don't know what you're going to do.
True. I could
give or
just,
take 5 episodes.
Give or take 5 episodes.
Yeah. All right. Thank you all. We'll see you next week. And I hope you all have a wonderful Monday. Because it's Monday when we release it.
Oh, yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I completely forgot about that. I'm like, it's not Monday.
Okay, bye.
Bye.